Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nissa and today we have a new monkey mod to look at. This is the Goeldi's Marmoset. Probably didn't say that right, but it is a very cute little monkey. I put it here in my lemur habitat in Future Life Africa, and it's still very small compared to how much the lemurs fill out of space. As you can see here on the picture below me, it is a black or blackish monkey with a lot of fluffy fur. The hair strands are pretty long for a monkey, and especially because they are long all around the face. They kind of have this crown of fur going around the face and down here. I have seen some where the hairs here on the side is longer than those on the chin, so it kind of goes down into two of these pointy bits, and some of them it's more like all the way around, rounded off. They seems to be naked in the face, and they have this very sidewise open nose. So yeah, let's just get in here. And once again, very small. You can have them in really big groups though, so that will help you guys to find them. But otherwise, then maybe not too much foliage. I can try to zoom out here so you can get an idea of how small they actually are. Now this is a very open habitat, so that of course helps a little bit too. Can I even click on one? There. So let's go into Zopedia, and here it is. This one have purple eyes. The picture we just saw had brown, but again, humans have different color size too, so I'm not going after that. Colimiko Goeldi, I guess. It is near threatened, and the population in the wild is currently unknown. They are from South America, more specifically Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, and Peru, and they live in the tropical and temperate biomes. One of them need 210 square meters of land and 20 of climbable area. No water required. What's it called? Live in places from 12 to 42 degrees Celsius, and you need a grade 1 clap-proof fence above 4 feet 13, around a meter and 25 or something around there. You can also, instead of actually having fence, you can do like I do here and have water. It just needs to be wider than 10 feet, which is roughly sorry, I'm lacking words. Roughly 3 meters, and then it just needs to be deeper than 3.3 feet, which is 1 meter. So it's the same as the lemurs, for instance. Group sizes from 8 to 40. That's 13 males and up to 39 females. So you can get a lot of babies in these groups. Bachelor groups also go up to 40. Dominant male in charge of troop. They are promiscuous, gregarious, meaning all mature offspring are tolerated in the group. They are confident around humans and guests can enter the habitat. They are about 9-inch long. And 9-inch, that's it. Size is 22.5 centimeters. So it's like a little fella. Already saw it was a little fella. Live for around 20 years and weigh around 5 kilos, which would be roughly 11 pounds or 10.6, I think it would be. Reach sexual maturity at 7 years old. That's pretty late for a monkey. And can reproduce until they turn 30. They live for 20 years. That's great. Only get a single offspring every second year and are pregnant for 6 months. They should be easy to get to reproduce in captivity. In here, we have a few enrichments. So we have the block of ice. We have both cardboard boxes, mirror mobile, musical keyboard, all three of the small balls, sprinkler, and the rubber ducky. And for food enrichment, we have the suspended forester, forage box, block of frozen fruit, small fixed roller feeder, and the fruit spike tree. And for enrichment here, we have the tape here I cannot pronounce, capybara, Colombian white-faced capuchin, and the giant anteater. So it would be a perfect little forest edition for that. Once again, they are quite small. I will just mention that when they climb the rope, even though they seem very small, they are still touching the rope, which is pretty good. This is also really good. I'm not sure if it's where I posted. Yeah, here you can see the foot actually do touch, which I highly love when the mothers can't get them to do that. We have this issue with climbing and water where sometimes if they build on a rake of something bigger or smaller, then it will look weird when they do these things. But here it does look natural. The thing about glitching through here, it's the deep game animals do that too. Anyway, let's find a little filler and look at it. Now, I'm of course having a sun issue. But can I take you and just pull you out here? Can I pause the game without you running away? There. Let's see this little filler. Now we have the issue where it is black. So doing black on black, as I said before, is really difficult because you need shading in there. So you need to either use a dark brown or a gray coloration to instead of black, and then use the black as the depth, as the shadow, as the background. Then you need to use the gray, really dark gray or brown to the hair strands, and then you need to use a lighter gray to make highlights. And they actually did that. Sorry, I'm just finding the right way to do it. And it looks beautiful. The glitching line, keep in mind that maybe my computer set may not happen on yours. It's so beautiful. We of course have the fluffiness issue. You can see that specifically up here. You can also see it down here where it looks really, really weird. But when we turn around, it looks beautiful. We have a little bit of that where it actually starts to look like a gray animal up here. But it's the highlight where there's the most sun. And it's perfectly fine. We have that naked face. And with the nose, well, it maybe should have been a little more like 2 bumps underneath, where here on the mud it seems like it's only 1 bump underneath, but it's not enough to piss me off or anything like that. I also feel like because it is monkeys, they could have been a little more wrinkly, but this, again, we don't know its age. Well, this is 19 years old, but again, based on the age, they will have more lifts, wrinkles, like the rest of us. I like monkeys with these kinds of tails. They're very cute. They seem to have 5 toes on front and 5 on the back. And I like that we can see the small claws. Down here. And we have, even though it's so small, I cannot get any closer without it glitching out. Popping out. But you can still clearly see the claws because they have this different, more metallic, shiny texture to it. So I highly appreciate that. And just in general... you were gonna say it. I should have been better to just... Now we can see the eyes better. Oh. This is the issue with small animals. I wish sometimes the mothers would just send me the model. But I probably wouldn't know what to do with the programming about it, so I probably would just mess it up. Now, picture here below me, brown eyes, Zoopedia, purple eyes. This animal, black eyes. or maybe very, very dark brown, but very close to black. And I do think that some graphic cards will make them appear pitch black. And that's always something I'm afraid of because not everyone, like, I just updated my graphic card. Computers are very expensive, and especially I do not know anything about it, so I have a computer guy, very nice guy who helps me with that shit. But no, not everyone have that, so that's really a computer issue that some people would just have to buy something. They go to the store and be told by the seller what they should buy for the money they have, and maybe don't get the perfect computer out of that. I don't say you need to buy the most expensive computer, but in general, you will have a computer more built for your needs if it's custom made. That doesn't necessarily mean more expensive. We have a baby here. Yeah, it's easier than trying to catch them when they run. Oh, can you just turn to the sun, or can we see you over here? That became very dark in the shadow. Can it not? Okay, we're gonna try put it here. Not sure if it turns around it enough, but... Then I have another trick. Because I have figured out, if I use the big lights, then it will wash out the color and make it look great. But if you use this one, it doesn't do it as much. You just need to remember to turn it on. Now, keep in mind the color may have changed a little bit because of the light, but it's not as bad as the big one that will literally make it gray. I really like that the face here is more warm tone and brown. And I also feel like the fur have a little more of a neutral tone to it, where it was very cold tone gray that they used to highlight on the adult, where here it's more neutral with a little, maybe a little warm tint in there. Or maybe it's just because the skin underneath have a warmer tone to it. I really like that. I think it have wet feet because they are very, very shiny. But yeah, it is less fluffy than the adult because they haven't grown out that big lush hair yet. So they get this different texture. Again, something I really appreciate. And I do think they got those good baby features in there without actually over cartoonish it. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. So yeah, very beautiful. Ooh, it didn't want to stay there. Anyway, we're gonna remove this one again, or I'm gonna forget. So yeah, heavy adult male in here, and they're just beautiful. Now this one is sitting, but also just the way they move around. Where are all of those? I had a lot of... Okay, they all were here for some weird reason. I just like the way they move around. It seems very natural. Yeah, you would become a little wet by doing that. And yeah, perfect for a South American forest or anything like that. This seems like a perfect animal that you could either make the highlight of the habitat, or you could go in and make them kind of a part of the background and then have something bigger in the middle of the habitat. Again, whatever you want. But I can definitely see possibilities with this, and it's just beautiful. But again, because you have those very dark eyes here and the very dark fur, when they go into shadow, they become a little more flat. I'm not sure what is going on there. Where as soon as they're out in the sun, they look much, much better. So yeah, that's something that you can work around in different ways, but you can still see different between the face and the fur even when they go into shadow. You can also see a little highlight when it jumped. You can see the belly got the highlight there, and the surrounding of the face, so it's not completely black when it's in the shadow, but you can see it on the middle of the belly a little bit, where it's more difficult to see that they actually have fur. But it's just what happens with these kinds of things. I think, considering it's black and it have long fur, it's really, really well made. I'm actually not sure that I remember to say who made this. This is Leaf and Jin, and that maybe have something to do with why it's so beautiful. I really, really love it, and yeah, we're gonna end it there. As always, guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.